Alright guys, so Big Caleb is coming on the pod today. And I kind of want to do like a little mini challenge throughout the conversation. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to give him like 30 handshakes during the conversation, during the podcast. So if there's any like mini challenge you guys want me to do, just drop it in the comments and I'll do it on the next one. So remember, like if you see me like dapping him up like 30 times, it's because I'm trying to get up to 30. And this is gonna be a fun one, man. So I hope you guys enjoy it, man. He should be coming in the next like 5 minutes, so stay tuned and enjoy. Roses Are Blue, episode 9, I believe. And this is a fun one, man. I'm actually really excited for this one. But before we get into that, man, I gotta get all this stuff out the way. We're still shooting for 100 subs. It will be a giveaway. And if you want to be on the show, whether you want to post or promote your small business or your artist, and you want to be on the show and tell your story, you can hit me up at ITS Danny.11 on IG. Legend, come here. Come here. Listen, lay down. Lay down. I know. What else? Oh yeah, and if you're watching, man, please subscribe. And if you like the video, please leave a like. It's free 99. So without further ado, man, let's bring in the guest. Yo, Big Caleb, man, what's going on, my man? What's going on, man?
You dig?
Hey, come here, legend. I told you gotta listen, man. All right, listen. Stay. Give you a treat. You gotta listen, though. You gotta stay for this. All right. So, man, my man.
What's happening?
What's going on, man?
Chillin'.
Hey, listen. First of all, I gotta say I'm really excited that you came on, man. I've been looking forward for this one. And we're gonna have fun with this one, man. Because there's a lot of things I want to ask, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But before we dive in, though, if there's anything you want to ask me or... Hey, lay down. If there's anything you want to ask me or if there's a topic you want to talk about, you know, just feel free to shoot away and,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? So...
Sure.
I'm gonna just get the basics out the way. Let me get the basics out the way. Have you ever been in a fight?
Yes.
For real?
A few.
Nice.
Quite a few.
A few?
Quite a few.
All right, let's dive into that, man. Walk me through your first one. What was your first one like?
So my first one, I was in elementary school, you know. I was kind of one of the kids that was just like cool with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when you get people, you know, or kids, I should say, where, you know, real cliquish, only want to be around certain people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of cramped my style. So I just was like, I moved out the way. And, you know, one day I was just chilling, minding my business, and buddy, you know, walked up to me and, you know, was trying to get spicy. So I was oh, okay. I was like, oh, so I mean, I ain't scared of him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so what we doing here?
Right.
So then he pushed me, you know what I'm saying? We got the tussling on the ground and stuff like that. He swung, I ducked with it. You know what I'm
hit
saying?
the Mayweather?
Yeah, for real.
Yo!
You know, and then gave him a, you know, 4-piece combination, man.
Oh, snap.
Sure, 4-piece.
In elementary?
Elementary, my G.
And that was your first one, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Gave him a 4-for-4 before the 4-for-4. You feel me?
Yo, get on that Wendy's special before the Wendy's special.
Without the spicy nuggets, man.
Legend, come on, lay down. Lay down. So, let me ask you, have you always been like the tallest kid in the classroom?
Yeah, I was one of 3 of the tallest in the school.
In the school?
Yeah, in the school. So I was a pretty tall kid.
Were you also like kind of husky?
No, I was real thin at the time, but you know, then I beefed up later on in life, you know.
Yeah.
Finally got in touch with my food energy, you know. And, spice that down.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And that was elementary. What was middle school like? Like
Middle school, I was more aware of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
more in tune with how I felt, you know, when it came to situations, little beefs that I had with people.
yeah.
You know, you kind of get more.
It was kind of like a troublemaker almost, huh?
Nah, I really was laid back. Like, I was
Yeah.
cool with everybody, but it was just more so like I always had people who just felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on. Let's go in here now, because I shouldn't have to tell you too many times. Come on. You did it to yourself. My fault. I didn't mean that, man. That's my bad, man. I should have had them prepared before you came in, man.
It's
My
all
fault.
good. It's all good.
My fault.
He
Go
just
ahead.
wanted to be in the podcast too. I feel him.
All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so like I always been I was a little bit of a troublemaker, but it was more so with teachers rather than my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
So like, you know, a lot of times I would get kicked out of class, go to what they call ICE. You know, it's just isolation.
Yeah, we had that too.
So like, it was just different, man. Like, different day and time. You know,
Yeah.
you could get away with stuff like that. They weren't so quick to call your parents or
Yeah.
They wanted to deal with it themselves. So like, it was just different.
Are we the same age? I feel like you're a little older than me. I feel.
I'm 26
Oh, you're younger than me by a year though.
by a year, yeah. So
Oh, so we are the same age.
yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like we've known each other for so long, but like,
in a minute.
but we don't really know each other. If that makes sense, you feel me?
We weren't close. We knew each other.
Yeah, like we know each other. Yeah. We
Yeah,
just weren't close.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why that's another reason why I'm so excited for you to be on here, because I want to know more about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you've always been a cool guy. Ever since I've known you, like for years now, like, you always been a cool guy. You know what I mean? You always
So-
been a stand-up dude and funny, and you know what I mean? I don't know, for whatever reason, we just never really.
Linked up.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Except on the court, you know what I mean. But
Yeah, you know.
but that I think that's the only time we really. Oh, you know what? You did buy me some Chick-fil-A that one time.
Bless you, my G.
Yeah,
Bless you.
and I did tell you I was gonna bless you next time.
And at the end of the day, bro, you know, I'm the type of dude, like, I do a solid for my guy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
When I'm real cool with you,
Yeah,
it ain't nothing that I wouldn't do for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
just me. Like, a lot of people they not like that. They got a lot of trust issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And respectfully, some people go through some stuff where, you know,
yeah.
they can have those kind of feelings. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I just feel like if you got a good heart, if you want to do good for people, why not?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you want to bless somebody, you know, take them out to lunch, you hit them up random, hey bro, how you been? What's going on? What's new? You never know what people going through for real.
Facts,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I always been that kind of dude, just to like ask the what if. You know,
Right,
what
right.
if this person? I've actually stopped a girl from committing suicide, for real.
Word.
Like, in the middle of the process of committing suicide. And my guy, one of my closest guys, he was trying to kill himself in the basement.
Wow.
But it's like, you never know what people go through, bro. So that's why I don't judge nobody, where they come from, what they do, none of that, because that's not real.
Yeah,
You're not being solid. to
Yeah.
me, you know what I mean? And people that be so quick to, no, I don't want to deal with him because, you know, his shirt too little, or I don't want to deal with her because her breath stank. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just weird stuff. You know, to
Yeah.
me, that's weird behavior.
Where does that come from? Have you always been like that? Like, would you say like your parents kind of mold you to be like that, or?
Yeah, my parents has been a very strong foundation in my life, you know, and they've both of them very chill, laid back, you know.
Yeah, your
like,
mom. Yeah, your mom's.
My mom, she
Good soul, man.
bro. Shout out to
I
mom.
love your mom. Hey, shout out to Mama Bear, man. Like,
Shout out to Mama Bear, man.
hey, man, shout out to your moms though, for real. Shout out to your moms though.
Shout out to my city, man.
Your mom's cool people, man. I love
You
your
know,
mom.
my pops, he's smooth too, like real.
Yeah, shout out to your pops
Shout
too,
out to
man.
Pops,
Shout,
too.
shout out to your pops too,
Shout
man.
out
I
to
don't want to
Pops.
leave him out the equation. You know what I'm saying?
Big dog. That's my big dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
shout out to Pops, Mom and Pops. You know, they held it down for a while, and you know, they taught me a lot of things that were really important. You know, like just loving people. You know, like you would love yourself. Like that's people think that's so difficult, but it's really not. It's simple. You wouldn't take yourself through hell if you could live a better life. You know what I'm saying? And be happy.
Yeah.
So why would you not treat somebody else like that?
You know what? And everybody I encounter with, I always tell them, you treat people how you want to be treated. I tell everybody that in my circle, like, cause like I wouldn't want to treat someone bad because I know I wouldn't want to treat people to treat me to be bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, no, that's cool. So who was like the strict one, like out of your parents? Like who was the cool parent? Who was the cool parent?
It's really a piggyback because, like, you know, me and my brother, we never really caused trouble like that. Mm-hmm. So them being strict, it had to been for a really specific reason.
Okay.
So like I would say my dad was more of the, okay, y'all need to chill out, you know, because we boys, you know what I'm saying? We got into it. Me and my brother we've never physically got into an altercation, but it got close to that point at least a couple times.
Yeah.
But me and my brother had a beautiful relationship where we just didn't argue like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and we didn't go out and be doing all kind of stuff, you know, no disrespect to anybody, you know, get it how you live, but understand there's consequences, you feel me? So,
facts.
At the end of the day, you know, you can't complain if you get in trouble, if you're doing stuff that's worthy of you getting locked up.
Yeah, facts.
But, you know, I would say my dad was more of the strict one. My mom was kind of lenient, but then they reversed roles as we got older, and my mom became more strict and stuff like that with us in school, and you know, so my city.
All right.
So
like, what would you say, like, I don't know, what, like, after high school your mom was like more, or like during school?
So during school, both of my parents were strict. When I got out of school, it was, I was out of school, you know. My mom was
they couldn't really say much, right?
Yeah, like, you basically at an age where they can't force you to do nothing.
Facts, yeah.
In a sense, like, they could encourage you to, like, hey, you should apply for college. They can't force you to go, though, and actually do your best. That's a choice you have to make. Yeah. You know, while you out there, and literally try. So it's just different. You know what I mean? So like my parents, they were strict on us about school from when we went in to when we got out, and even after. Mm-hmm. Strict on us about going to college and, you know, making something of ourselves, or at least going to, you know, some kind of school, get some kind of background to get something under your belt. Yeah. Prepping us for society, because technically, to me, school don't prep you for society. They don't teach you how to pay bills. No. They don't teach you how to balance a check. You learn that from your parents, or you learn that from life situations. Yeah,
that's very true, man. School don't really teach you nothing, really, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might teach, like, when I was in school, they taught you, like, how to write out a resume, like, little stuff like that, but never taught you, like, how to make it out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They kind of, and I feel like that's a purpose, like, I feel like it's part of, like, an agenda. Like, they don't want us to know a lot. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they kind of want us all to be, like, boxed in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But
and it goes to that knowledge is power kind of thing, right? Yeah. But in that's where you learn to be the best version of yourself. The more you know, the more you're able to do for yourself. But that all depends on what you're learning. Man, preach, man. On sardine, preach, man. It all depends on what you learn to know. Yeah, if you're not doing anything that's, let's put it in perspective. If I go to college, I get my bachelor's degree to be a chiropractor. Mm-hmm. Now we go to the market, we look at the market and what a chiropractor is being paid. Okay, let's say they make $150,000 a year. Okay, that's good. That's great. You know, it provides, it does, it's great. Mm-hmm. But now I have to go and apply for a job. Mm-hmm. Now I have to go see what offices are hiring. Mm-hmm. And the field that I majored in may not be what's required, you know, or what they need. So therefore my application gets pushed to the side. Yep. But think about how many times that happens. A lot. People go and get these really beautiful and awesome degrees and achieve so many things, but then they come out and realize, like, man, it's really hard to get a job still.
Yeah, and not only
requirements.
and not only that, man, you're still like collecting all that student loans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like even when you do get that job, you still gotta pay that off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're still kind of going backwards a little bit. You know what I mean? Until you get ahead. You know what I mean? When you do get
to
that
the
job.
top.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
say, it's hard to get there. It is hard to get there, but it's worth it. A lot of people don't. I feel like they don't try because they feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth the risk, the stress. Go and do what you want to do. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about how other people feel. Don't even worry about how I feel. I'm not telling you to be anything special. You should be special because you want to be, not because somebody told you.
Yeah, facts. Yo, man, this is crazy, man. Like, I just feel your energy, man. Your energy is very strong, man.
We come smooth with it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come smooth with it, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned so much from my parents, and I've learned so much from life in general. Like, you can't just, I really shouldn't say this, but you can't just live life just to live life. You should live to want to learn and to expand yourself. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. From every aspect, you should learn to expand yourself.
Yes.
So that you're constantly reaching new heights in your life to where you look back 10 years down the line, you like, man, I don't know where I would be at. But I'm glad I made the decision to keep going and keep moving forward. People become stagnant because they want to be lazy. They want to be comfortable. But life is designed to make you uncomfortable for a reason. I feel like we're supposed to be uncomfortable with everything we do.
Yeah.
Because the moment we become what they call complacent, the moment you stop, that's where you kind of like, that's where your setback is. I feel like when you stop, you're like, okay, I've reached my goal. Now what do I do?
Right, you feel like you reached like a dead end.
Now you're at a dead end, but it's like, in my head, there is no dead end. Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep learning.
What's the next thing?
Keep growing, yo.
What can I find the beauty in? I try to find the beauty in everything. Like, let's keep it simple. Washing dishes. Everybody hate washing dishes. Thank God for a dishwasher, my G. But at the end of the day, when that dishwasher break, what you gotta do? You gotta wash them dishes. Because I'm not eating off no plates that are filthy. That's just not gonna happen.
That's straight facts, my boy.
So
that's straight facts, G.
You gotta really find the beauty in the simple things.
Yes, man.
So you can. I feel like it'll grow you and make you more humble and accepting to a lot of the good things and also bad things in your life. Bad things happen, I feel like, to teach us a lesson, to remind us that life is not a game. Life is
definitely not.
Is not to be just lived. Everybody, TV, mainstream media, they always tell you, live your life, go reach the top, reach the surface. Okay, what's beyond that? Once you feel like you've reached that, you ever think about it? Think about it like this. You ever see like millionaires, billionaires, they can buy whatever they want. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Speak to whoever they want, bless whoever they want. But you realize when you look at them and you talk to them personally, they're not happy. But you ever wonder why? You ever wonder why a dude got everything handed to him, but yet he still ain't happy? Material can never replace something that has to grow inside of you. No kind of material objects, no kind of, anything that's tangible, like physically tangible, it can never replace what's internally tangible. Let's put it like that. Let's say you had $1 billion right now, right?
Yeah.
And you decide to give me like 500 mil, just cause. I'd be grateful, thank you. But did that make me happy before I had the money? Was I happy before I had the money? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Money should not determine how you feel. But in this world, that's kind of how it is, right?
Right.
When you low on funds, you like, dang, I really can't do this.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like What's that saying? They say, money can't buy happiness.
Can't buy happiness. That's true. A lot of people, they get to a status, they work so hard, they achieve so much, then they get up there and they realize, what was this all for?
Yeah.
I find that so crazy. Like, us being compared to them, the lesser, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say them, like, you talking about like
people
like millions
in high stat at a high status.
Oh, okay, yeah,
making millions,
right, okay.
upon millions,
All
upon
right.
millions,
Yeah.
like at a high status. People of a high status, correction, view us as like, you know, the lesser. They're looking down on us.
Right. Okay, yeah.
I can bless this dude and make his life better. No, you can't. No, you can't. What makes his life better is him knowing that he's secure. He or she is secure. Or they, them. Making sure that they're secure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In your heart, you got to feel fulfilled. Before you can love and give and feel that energy, that burst of like, man, I'm satisfied. That has to start here.
Yeah.
In your heart. And then you grow and then you keep going and pushing forward. And that's why, like I said, it goes back to what I said, like constantly learning. Just keep going, keep learning, keep doing whatever you can. Look at stuff that you're not interested in. You know, learn stuff about that. You never know. You might save somebody else's life one day, you know?
Yeah.
I try to like dibble dabble in just about everything. Like I find beauty in nature. I find beauty in, homes and stuff like that. The beauty in everything. Because it helps me to stay humble and just remember that, some people don't have this privilege.
Right.
People in, third world countries don't have this privilege. They don't have the decision to go to Chick-fil-A or not.
No.
They don't have the decision to go in the kitchen and make them a burger and then throw half the burger in the trash because it wasn't cooked right.
Hey, fast.
Like, there's a lot to be grateful for.
There's, man, especially like right now, like there's a lot that I feel like a lot of people, man, we take a lot of things for granted. Like that water bottle, you know what I mean? Like there's people out there that gotta walk miles and miles just to get a sip of water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's very important for a lot of us, man, just be grateful for what we have, you know what I mean? Because there's people that will die to be in your shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's real,
Yeah.
People are killing left and right for what? Ending lives for what?
Yeah.
I think about all the stuff that happens in the world and I'm like, man, if everybody made the decision to just love each other, think about how different the world would be.
It'd be so different, bro.
No, nobody hating on nobody dissing nobody, like everybody loving each other genuinely.
Yes.
This world would be way different, bro. Way different. I feel like nobody would kill anybody or, do heinous crimes because we were acting out of love. First,
Yeah.
I always think about stuff like that, and it brings me back to a place of being humble and knowing that I'm a vessel of love. I should be showing love regardless of how that may make the other person feel. If they spit on me, what, I'm gonna beat them up? No, I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna dive into temptation.
Hey, you're not gonna give them the 2-piece?
I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, one spit, I can let that slide.
Yeah.
2 spits, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, bro. Now we gotta have a conversation like, hey, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
But 3 spits, you gotta get a 14-piece. A 14-piece, no drink, man. For real.
Yeah. He said no drink.
With the biscuit, no honey. On the real. I gotta do it to you, bro. Like,
so what would it take for someone to like really get under your skin? Like,
it would really take a lot. I have a lot of patience when it comes to that because I used to have anger issues coming up. That's why I got in trouble a lot, and talking about, middle school and stuff like that and coming up. I had a lot of pent up anger. So like when I made the decision back then to just chill out and not let people get under my skin, now I feel like it takes me to get mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stuff will aggravate me or make me irritated, but it won't like piss me off to the point of putting my hands on you.
Yeah.
So I would say it would take quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. I used to have like a lot of angry issues back then, but I'm on the same boat. It takes a lot for me to get mad and really put the pause on someone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Straight like that.
Yeah, because I'm a kind of person where like if I get mad, you know, I'm not gonna address it. I'm more like, it depends on the situation. Like I would address it like if it needs to be, but if it's something that's like I don't feel like talking about, I just let it dwell in me, and then to the point where like if it keeps dwelling in me, then I kind of blow up, and you know what I mean, I let my emotions, you know, get the best of me. You know, that's something I need to work on, but like I said, it takes a lot though. It takes a lot for me to get that way, for sure.
So, do you feel that because something dwells in you so long, what makes you dwell on something for so long? What do you feel like is the main reason why a person would dwell on something for so long?
For me, I would say like if it's something like I addressed already, and that individual just keeps doing it, then it's like, what else for me to say? You know what I mean? So I kind of just like, well, I already said what I had to say, so now I just gotta like battle that issue within me, and then like it gets to a point where it's just like, all right, now it just blows up. It's like, okay, now I gotta address it again. Right. But it just depends on the situation. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I mean that's the only thing that really like gets me. Like, let's say like someone did something to me, and then I addressed it, but then you keep on doing it. Where it's like, dang, like I already talked to you about it. So now it's like, what's my next move? So like now I gotta sit and dwell with that. Like, you know what I mean? Then they do it again, then I might blow up because it's like, bro, I already had that conversation or whatever the case may be. Right. So, but that's with me though. I don't know about for other people, but that's just like one scenario I can say. Like, I
feel like that's a general way of doing it. You know, like if you have to constantly tell this person like, bro, like, stop peeing on the toilet seat. Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, if you got to keep talking to somebody over and over, that's a, you know, very skewed, like, example. But just saying, like, if it's the mere thought of having to repeat a conversation that's fairly just simple. It's a fairly simple concept to understand. Hey, I don't like this. You shouldn't, if you respect me, you shouldn't do this. Period. Yeah. That's just what it is. So, if somebody's continuing to overstep that line because they find pleasure in making you upset or find pleasure in seeing your reaction, then you got to question really, and this is me saying this about myself, I question whether that friendship is really solid for real. Yeah. If you know something genuinely bothers me and I told you to stop and you kept doing it, I'm the type of person, I'm quick to cut somebody off. Quick. Facts. Quick to cut somebody off because my respect as a man, number one, and that's on all platforms. My respect is sold separately from my personality, my swagger, my everything else. My respect is number one. That's something that must be in a sense, metaphorically speaking, purchased. You purchase my respect, right? I don't just freely give it to you. You gotta earn it. So like you gotta earn that. In some way or form, you got to earn that respect. And to me, that's like a currency. You're paying for my respect. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like somebody has to jump through hoops in order to get my respect. No, I'm just saying if you can't honor me and honor the person I'm trying to be, then you just don't belong here. Exactly. I'm just not the dude for you. Yeah. We not finna kick it. Yeah. That's just how it is. Yeah. That's how I am. I'm not going to compromise me to make you feel good. That's just not gonna happen. So like a lot of people tend to just like get comfortable with somebody. It goes back to being comfortable again. When you get comfortable, you just like, okay, you know, I'll let that ride. I'll let that. No, it's a problem. And there's a reason why you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to people, I'll be like, look, my respect is number one. If I figure out or if I find out you're disrespecting me, either in my presence or behind my back, I'm cool on you. So you already know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good on you.
Yeah.
Because I treat everybody, like I said, with love. That's my form of showing you love. Instead of putting a pause on you or getting busy like that, I just rather leave you alone and go about my life and let you live yours.
Yeah, same way. And I had to cut off a lot of people in my life, you know, for the best, you know what I mean? Because like you were saying, like if I'm giving you respect, it should be coming back, you know what I mean? But if you ain't gonna give me the same amount of respect I'm giving you, then we cool. Like you said, like cool. You know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about.
Exactly.
You know? So I value respect, and to all the fellas watching, that again, subscribe to his channel. We talk spicy on here, man. It's for the fellas and for the ladies too. You know, we gonna keep it civil, but you know, subscribe to my guy channel, man. And at the same time, understand, men, your respect is number one, and that goes with anybody in your life, family or not. Respect is number one.
Hey man, my man speaking straight facts today, man. I knew this was gonna be a good one, man.
Hey, we only talk spicy here, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, man. So let me shift gears.
Okay.
You see what I just did?
You did?
I just shift gears. You know what I'm saying? Like
one time. Sure. Okay.
All right. So now it's gonna be a little spicy, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Okay. But first, I'm gonna ease into it though.
Yeah.
You been watching? You been watching some of the playoffs?
Yeah, I've been watching some of the playoffs.
Who you root for?
Well, it was the Bucks up until yesterday. So.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro. Are you a Bucks fan?
Yeah, I'm a Bucks fan.
Oh dang.
Bucks fan. That's my squad, man. Been a Bucks fan for some years, but I'm more of the type of fan. I like specific players. Okay. But I do love the Bucks, though. The Bucks is my team, you know, hometown team, you know.
Yeah. Got
to represent. But seems how the Bucks have, you know, lost to a bunch of squares.
Bro, it's that playoff Jimmy, man. That's a real problem.
Jimmy Bucket, he did his thing, man. He did his thing.
Playoff Jimmy is different,
bro. But we gotta remember too, like Jimmy been doing this for a minute, you know, but it just wasn't significant at the time because they didn't go anywhere, you know, nowhere serious. Like, so Jimmy's a bucket, bro. That's no doubt about that. You know, can't discredit the man. Put us out. I was a little hurt, but we lost due to free throws. And just too many turnovers, man. Too many turnovers, bro.
And plus, Greek was out for like two of those games too.
That really hurt us. Yeah. So Giannis was out for the first two games, and then that last one, bro. Like, it just didn't make sense, you know. Like, it was like we couldn't get a dynamic down, you know, and really stop them for real. So I was just like, man, that's really crazy. We basically just got swept.
But hey, there's always next year. There's always next year.
There's always next year. And they're talking about, you know, there's controversy out there saying like, will Giannis stay with the Bucks? I think he will.
Honestly, I don't think he's like, not that he's a family guy now, like he's got kids. I think he's trying to lose like some of the love for the game a little bit. Right. I don't know if you've seen like some of his interviews. He was like, if I'm not happy, so I'll just retire. I quit.
He got enough money to do it.
Oh yeah,
still got his endorsements and stuff like that.
For sure.
He's straight,
but I think he just misses like being a dad or something, like being a family guy.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of.
You gotta think about where he came from too, man. He came from like literally nothing.
Literally nothing, bro.
You know.
I got mad respect for him though. Like that's why he's also part of the reason why I love the Bucks. He took that team and took them to the championship by himself. Yeah. We've seen it before. Bron did it, but again, Bron had a little more help, you know. So Bron's situation was different. However,
I don't think Giannis got any Hall of Famers on his team.
No, not that I could No Hall of Famers. But, you know, got a couple All-Stars and stuff like that.
Yeah, All-Stars, but like not no Hall of Famer worthy
No Hall
though.
of Famers, bro. So I'm just like, you know, my respect for him was he's just humble to me.
He is.
I love that about him.
Very.
Love that about Giannis. He's humble. You know, everybody else is all about their ego. Or I dropped 40 on Buddy last night. Like, I did this, I did that. Giannis is like, my team did an exceptional job today. You know, we worked hard as a team, and my goal is to get us to the championship, or, you know, whatever he would say.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like his mindset is still family.
Mm-hmm.
Family. And that's what I love about him, you know, because it's not just, he's a leader, he's the face of the Bucks,
Yeah.
but he doesn't portray that. He doesn't feed into that image.
Nah, he really don't.
And I can see what you're saying. He's unhappy in a way, you know, because like it's just a lot of pressure being a star like that, you know. You got all these people blowing up your phone. It's like you don't really have time to relax, really.
Yeah, it's
You know?
it's a very busy schedule for sure. 82 games too, a year. That's a lot.
82.
That's a lot, bro. I can barely do like three days of pickup now.
Man, be sore. And they go 82 games. They play like maybe two games a week.
Yeah, so probably more.
Probably 2 or 3 games in a week. Like, that's a lot, bro. Do y'all realize the average pickup game probably lasts
Like an hour.
Like an
Like an
hour.
hour and a half, maybe.
an hour and a half, and they're playing that. They're playing double that,
Yeah.
triple that in a week, bro. That's like going to hoop every single day for 4 days straight, bro.
Yeah.
No water, no bananas. You got to take every cramp that come with it, bro. What?
Yeah,
No,
that's wild, man.
that's wild, bro. Ain't no way they're not getting cortisone shots, man. Everybody in there getting cortisone shots. There's no way, bro, you could hoop like that. I mean, you can condition your body to do that, but I would want to know what kind of like workouts they're doing. You know, like it's got to be
Especially Bron,
super
too.
intense.
Bron is like damn near 40 and still dropping 30.
30. I mean,
We haven't seen anything
Bron
like
is
it.
strong. He ain't really got a bag like that though. But Bron is just
But to be that,
Yeah.
to be that agile, and you know what I mean.
We know what he doing. We know what you doing, Bron.
What
We
you-
know what you doing, bro.
What you think? I think he's doing it too. What you think though?
He getting them shots in the back.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing, bro.
We know what you doing, Bron.
Bro, it's the only way.
Bron,
It's the
baby, we
only
ain't
way.
mad at you. We just want you to be honest. Just want you to be honest, baby.
But you know what's crazy? Because I don't think he will ever get caught because he is still the face. And if some news like that will break like
Yeah, that would,
news. That would like.
That
so
would
I think
break,
the
but it's
NBA
not
will
illegal,
protect
though.
him. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's illegal though. It's not illegal.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, how is he? Well, you
It's
can
an
look at it for like an event. It is an enhancement, but
At 40 or 38?
he on his way to retire. Let the man do what he.
I think
he
he's been doing it though.
Yeah, I would say probably in his 15th season. That's when he started.
Yeah.
These last 5 years.
Because you ain't supposed to be hooping. Like, we look at Jordan when he was on his way on. He ain't jumping like the way Bron jumping. We look at Vince Carter.
No,
You know
Vince can still get up there. He can still dunk.
He ain't dropping 30 like
No,
Bron,
definitely
bro.
not.
He ain't dropping 30.
Jamal Crawford do though. Jamal Crawford still got a bag for real. I know. Well, even like, yeah, I don't think. No, I think you're right though. I don't think it's a lot of players out there
He might be the only one.
dropping 30, like 30,
And still
CP
going. And still advancing to like second round.
CP barely
Or no,
dropping
not
like 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Like, barely.
Yeah.
You know, if we talking about like
Even
vets,
D-Wade went out earlier.
bro, earlier still wasn't dropping like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he might be juicing, my man.
Yeah,
But the NBA will never disclose it because
he's the moneymaker.
that's exactly the money
Moneymaker. Fan base.
now.
LeBron, I feel like LeBron has the highest on both ends, fan base and people who hate him too. I think but that's what makes money. You know, that beef, that makes money.
Yeah.
That's why they keep promoting him and keep doing all this stuff and keep him in these Kia commercials. And even though we've seen about, 20,000 of them, they just keep coming up, with another 20,000 of them. So we just gonna have to keep biting it. But, he doing something.
He gotta be.
It ain't, none of it's natural, bro.
He
None of
gotta
it's
be.
natural.
Man. I ain't mad at it though, but it's just like almost obvious to me almost.
We have to appreciate the legacy, though.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate it because once he's gone, bro, like
The NBA is definitely not gonna be the same.
yeah, it's definitely not, bro.
And he's waiting on his son Bronny to get in the league, but Bronny got potential, but I think it'll be a while before that happens.
Yeah.
I feel like Bronny should go to the G League and kind of get an idea of playing with, people playing the Euro League and stuff like that, and kind of really getting developed in a different way, and then come and play.
Yeah.
Play in the States, but I don't feel.
You don't think he'd be certified, like a certified bucket coming in?
No,
I don't think so neither.
too little.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, he could probably speed up, get a lay, but I mean, you got a 7-footer eating that off the glass. It should be eating that off the glass every week.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every time. To me, some of these 7-footers, bro, are so soft. And it's like, you're 7 feet tall, bro. You are in the air, literally in the air, fam.
You talking about a certain center, are you?
No, I'm just saying in general, like.
Because I know someone that pisses me off every time I watch him in the NBA.
Ooh, let me take a guess. It ain't. Well, I feel like.
Who's the weakest center in the league? The weakest. I know you know, bro. You got to, bro.
To me, it's like a tie between AD, Joel Embiid, and Cat.
There's somebody weaker than
all three of them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And he's a starter, bro.
What?
Getting paid. I can't believe you miss him.
Who?
Rudy.
Oh, Gobert, yeah.
He's weak, bro.
Really?
He is bonitos, bro.
Bro, I feel like Rudy Gobert is the only dude that has got dunked on by everybody.
Yo.
Everybody. And I'm talking about on a consistent basis.
I swear, bro. He on a poster for every team.
Everybody, bro. A body bag. A body bag, bro.
Oh, my God.
I'm talking about, like, these weren't, like, average, like, off of vert dunks, like, straight under the rim and you just jumping up and going. No, these are, like, cross country coming from the baseline.
Yeah.
Somebody rising up like Westbrook and stuffing it on him. I'm like, bro, this shouldn't be happening.
He shouldn't even be playing, fam. That's how weak
This is a block party, bro. You're 7 feet tall. This should be a block party every time.
Yeah.
These people are bodying you.
He pisses me off every time, bro.
Yeah.
Have you always been a hooper?
Yeah, I've always loved basketball. I played football. I think that was between the transition from me going from elementary to middle school.
That's when you were playing football?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
time. It was alright. I mean, I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I just stood next to the dude that knew what was going on. And I just played, but
Yeah.
I didn't really have a passion for football at all.
Yeah, I tried football too, like around middle school. I got cracked one time. I was like, yeah, this ain't it,
This
Pops.
ain't it, bro.
This ain't it,
I'm
Pops.
going to hooping. I'm about to go hoop.
Yeah.
See, people, when they leave football, man, they want to have a hoop dream now. It happens all the time, bro. All the time.
Yeah.
But basketball has always been, and I feel like you can vouch for this too, like it's like an escape route.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like basketball is very, very, very addicting in a therapeutic. Addicting in a therapeutic kind of way.
Very, yeah.
Like, when I pick up a basketball, I instantly feel that release, you know what I mean? And then I go to a court, whether I'm outside or indoor, or both. It's like I can get rid of everything I'm thinking about and just put it on the court.
Yeah.
And then when I leave, it's like I don't even.
Because there ain't nothing else to think about. You're like focusing on like
Yes.
on making the shot or perfecting the move. You know what I mean? Nothing else matters at that moment. You know what I mean? Other than you and that ball. So I feel what you're saying.
Like it, I don't know. It's just like it's just a connection that you make with the court, with just everything in that moment, and like you just forget about life.
Yeah.
It's like a time where you just forget about life and just do something that's benefiting you. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. So like, I've always been a hooper. It's a big dude, but you know, I've always been on the court. You know.
When did you start playing? Like around like, did you play in high school?
I played in high school. My freshman and sophomore year, I was garbage though.
Yeah.
I didn't really have no coordination.
Uh-huh.
I was just a big dude, so I was there for intimidation factors.
Oh, okay.
Black parties and stuff like that. I definitely was throwing some stuff. Yeah, for sure.
What school?
Don't come in here with that weak stuff, bro. So, I was definitely, I went to Worlick High School here in Racine, so I played my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah.
I played a little bit in middle school. I think my 7th and 8th grade year.
Okay.
I played then, and that's where I really found that passion that I had for it. Like before, it was just like I was playing in my backyard, and that was just fun.
Yeah.
But I really found the passion when I got with other people who also enjoy hooping.
Yeah.
And it just became a love, you know. And then ever since then, I've been playing. I keep playing. I'll never go X amount of months without picking up a basketball and hitting the court.
Facts, yeah.
That's just unheard of for me. A lot
Same.
of people, they be like, man, I ain't hooped in 10 years. I'm like, you basically retired. You basically retired, bro. You're not hooping today. I refuse to be embarrassed. You're not going to embarrass me, bro. Airball, and I'm talking about like Bird, shooting like Bird. Behind the head, airballing. No, you're not going to embarrass me. Go sit on the bench. Sub, immediate sub on the first shot. Immediate sub on the first shot, G.
That's so funny, man. Oh my gosh. So then, like your junior year, like what happened? Like, cause you said you played up until your sophomore year.
So my junior year, I really just lost the passion to play for school because it was a lot of favoritism.
Okay.
And like to me, if I was a coach, I'm playing everybody. I don't care if you garbage or not. We're gonna find something you're good at and put you on the court.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna make you feel a part of the game. You know, when you don't play, when you sitting on the bench and you watching everybody else play, you honestly don't even feel part of the team though.
Yeah.
You just feel like you're just a extra body in case somebody ankle whirl.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, I feel you though. I feel you because I played. It was kind of like the similar journey to yours. Cause I was always an outside hooper, right? Mm-hmm. You know my uncle Manuel, right?
Yeah.
He kind of like he didn't introduce it to me, but he like kind of taught me the game, right? Like just like the fundamentals, arts of it, right? So I always been like a 1v1 player, 3-on-3. I play a little bit of 5v5, like in the outside though, right?
Yeah.
So middle school. I'm trying to make this a little short. So anyways, my 8th grade year, the 8th grade coach, he really liked my game and wanted me on the team. I had bad grades though, all S, literally all S, but he was like, yo, I want you to be on the team. I would accept D's. If you get all your grades to D's, I still let you play. I couldn't even do that. I hated school, right? Yeah. So I never played in middle school. And then I find out I'm going to Case for my freshman year, right? Nah, this is funny. So Case, I'm thinking it's an all-white school, right? Because it's wait, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Yo, so I'm a youngster though, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking like, bro, I'm literally telling my mom this too, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm gonna end up like LeBron. I'm gonna have to carry the team.
Shit.
For real, though. This how confident I was, bro.
Oh my god.
So I'm thinking like this all white school. They ain't gonna be no hooper. Cause I was nice, bro. My handles was clean. I couldn't shoot threes though, but I could shoot mid range. I'm deli mid range shooter, right? Handles was crazy. I get there, bro. The school is like filled with majority of black people. I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm a little intimidated at this point.
Discouraged.
Right? So I'm like, oh, wait. I'm like, this
Man.
ain't what I'm thinking, right?
Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so tryouts come. Bro, there's probably like a couple whites. I'm literally probably like the only Mexican trying out. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And my freshman year, bro, we were so stacked, bro. I think 3 or 4 of them went to varsity. JV took 6 of them, maybe. And we were still left over with like a bunch of Hoopers, fam. Yeah, and they were like elite, bro. And I remember like when we had like a little scrimmage. And I just wasn't playing like myself. Like, I'm feeling discouraged, right? I'm like, so I'm coming down court, and I got the ball, and I see like a big man on me, and I see like the coaches like watching. I'm like, man, get a bucket. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, get a bucket. So I went up on them, and then I see the coaches. They look at me. They wrote my thing on the clipboard. So, anyway, long story short, I make the team. Right, so I felt accomplished making the team, bro, because I'm like, bro, it was tough, bro. There was a lot of tough hoopers, you know what I mean? And then so I would be cooking in practice, right? Because like I said, I'm an outside hooper, right? I'm not familiar with refs and calls and stuff like that, right? So in practice, I'll be cooking, right? And then the coach gave me a shot to start, and I think we were playing Bradford, I think, and the assistant, he was like, well, what's the lineup today? And the head coach, he looks at me, and he looks at the assistant, and the assistant was like, you sure? And then he looks at me, he's like, yeah, I'm sure. So like, he kind of like tells me, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to start you, right? Fam. I blew it, fam. Bro, first play of the game. First play, bro. Because I'm like, no way. I'm super excited, right? So I'm like, yo, I got my first start, right? So I'm running the play. I don't normally run plays because, like I said, I'm an outside hooper, right? So I don't normally like. It's my first time running a play. So I'm dribbling the ball with my left hand, but I'm carrying it, right, with my left. And the referee, he was like, hey, watch the carry. And I'm not listening. I'm trying to complete the play. And so I did it like 5 times, maybe 4 times. And he was like, carry. What? I'm like, first play, I'm like, fuck. So then, and then the second time, I was just turnover after turnover, bro. I went to inbound the ball, right? And they're full court pressing us. I'm not used to that, right? You know what I mean? So my teammate, he does this one move, right, trying to shake the guy off, but I literally passed it to the other dude, and he scores a layup, and then yeah, bro.
Coach says, get Buddy off the court, man.
Coach is like,
get this nigga off the court, man. Get Buddy off the court, bro.
I was sick, bro. He was like, Fernandez, get out. Sit your ass on the bench. Cause I gave you a shot and you blew it. And I'm like, and I felt bad, G, cause like I'll be cooking. In practice, I'm cooking, bro. But you know, it's a different element, man. When you're playing in the game with the crowd, you know, you're on their home court. You got the refs. I'm not used to that.
That home court advantage is real.
It is.
At all levels. At all levels. And then like. You could agree, like, starting a game versus coming into the game is completely different.
Yes.
Starting a game, it's like you can't mess up.
Yeah.
Like, you can, but you can't. You know.
Yeah.
Not on the first like 5 plays, bro.
I was tweaking, fam.
No, I would have been like, hey, bro, you gotta hey, bro, just go back to the locker room. Bro. Go back to the locker room, bro. You something's going on. Go back to the locker room, man. We gonna have to talk.
Oh man, it was bad, bro. And we ended up losing the game, and I felt like,
and you lost?
Yeah, bro. I felt so bad because I felt like it's because of me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro, get off the team. Turn your jersey in, G. Turn your jersey in, G. You bogus for real. You bogus, man.
Oh my God.
The first thing I say soon as I hit the locker room, like, why you do that? Why you embarrass me, man?
Yeah.
Why you embarrass me,
bro? But then sophomore comes around, I make the team again, and I had a little bit of a better year because, you know, the JV coach, he was watching me, and he knew I had game, and he kind of like made me a better player or whatever. But I I just know that wasn't me. I just didn't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So like my junior year, I didn't even try out, and then I ended up going to Park my senior year, and the same scenario. The head coach was watching me in gym class, and the starting point guard. I was playing one-on-one with the starting point guard, cooking him, and the coach was watching. And I remember the exact move. I hezzy. I went under the leg. I did another hezzy. He went up. I spin off him. I went for the layup, but he hacked me. And I didn't finish it though, but that's when like I kind of like created a little crowd, and I see the coach walking like into the crowd, and we didn't end up finishing the game because the class was over. But he approaches me in the locker room. He asked me my name and stuff, and he asked me if I'm going to try out. I said no. Yeah, because I just didn't. This is not my element, you know what I mean? Like it's just I wasn't comfortable playing like on that type of.
Yeah. You was more so just giving them the fettuccine on the court.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like gym class and, outside. Yeah. Not for no recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like going to different schools and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like, I didn't try out my junior and senior year. I couldn't do it no more. Like, the favoritism was wild.
Was it?
Wild.
Because I've seen it before. Like I know
I didn't play wild. Like I did not play. I played maybe out of the 30 games.
Were you producing though, like in practices and stuff?
I was doing what I had to do. I just didn't play. I actually only played in maybe
because that could fuck
3 games.
Damn, really?
Facts.
Damn.
And that was only for like 2 minutes.
Damn.
So
yeah, that could really mess up somebody's life.
I was just like, I didn't even care. I was like, I'll sit the bench. Y'all need some water? Y'all need a towel? Because what else am I here for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm playing on the team, but I'm not playing in the game. What else am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And the coach is like, are you ready to play? Nigga, I've been waiting to play the entire season. What else could I be waiting for? You know what? No, I'm not ready to play. You want to know why? Because, I remember for 2 seasons, I was sitting on the bench. So no, I'm not ready to play. I was not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
I got on the court and I was nervous and I was overthinking things. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
That's a real thing.
I've never been the type of person to play like that, organized, running the play and stuff like that. I like to free ball it, like where.
Yeah, you was free balling on the court, cuz?
Not like that, bro.
Oh, my fault.
The ladies would have been like, don't want to show them that. Can't show them the goods just yet, you feel me? So, I was more the type of person, like, I like to just, not really run a play, but just kind of, let it flow. Let everything flow together. Like how in a pickup session, you looking for the next man. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just gonna just take the shot, You're gonna pass the ball a couple times and then whoever open, get that person the ball and let that be the person to take the shot or, clean up for a rebound or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been that kind of dude, not just trying to run a play and do the most. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they run plays, but it's not. I don't know. It's just like people passing the ball and then somebody take a shot, super contested. It's I don't know. I didn't like the school setting of hooping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was the same way. Yeah,
I did learn a lot for sure.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
But most of my confidence came from me being outside shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Me out there on the court by myself in my own practicing moves that I saw on Instagram or Facebook or online or on YouTube. It was me working on myself that got me to where I am now, where I'm confident in my game. And there's still that little hesitation when you get in an atmosphere with a bunch of people that you don't know. You like, man, I wonder what kind of competition it is, and it makes you eager. But then again, you a little nervous because you're like, I hope I'm not trash though. I hope I don't airball my first layup or something.
I get what you're saying. Good.
So you just be in your own head, but you're a little more confident, in yourself and in your game. So that's why I love basketball though. It's all mental.
Facts. I noticed you brought your own water, and I forgot your glass. I got I got Gatorade and I got Arizona watermelon.
Come on, man. You already know which one.
Which one?
Come on.
The Arizona?
Come on, bro.
The Arizona?
Yes.
Oh my man! I had a feeling you would like it.
Boy, in a closed bottle?
Yeah.
Respectfully, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, the cans go crazy too. We ain't dissing now. We ain't dissing the cans, but the closed bottle, definitely a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. Watermelon. Now, let's go off the topic for a second. Watermelon and the raspberry, what is it? Raspberry lemonade mix? Fire. Macho mango is good too, but I mean that's when you're on a diet or something like that. No, I'm just playing. But this one, the watermelon, the raspberry, and there's one more that I always get. It's not the fruit punch. Whatever. But though I would say the watermelon and the raspberry one is what I get.
They go crazy.
Nigga, I'm telling you. I be sitting there just looking at the bottle like, I got Karen over my shoulder like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mind your business, player. I'm saying I'm enjoying this beverage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arizona tea is definitely, was created for black people. And people of color. You know what I'm saying? White people, there's too much sugar for them. You know what I'm saying? I was playing.
Yeah. Hey, so back to hooping. Do you try to like imitate your game off someone else, or like is there someone that you looked up like hooping?
I always looked up to Kobe. I looked up to
Rest in peace
to the legend, man. I looked up to Kobe. Kobe was the reason why I loved basketball.
Respect.
Kobe was the reason why basketball was so influential.
Yeah.
Same. And when Kobe died, like
it's like a part of you died, huh?
Yeah, like
almost.
it was like my love and passion, kind of faded. Didn't necessarily die, but it faded.
Yeah.
I feel like I lost a piece of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I grew up watching Kobe, a little bit of Shaq, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else, but it was mostly Kobe into, Bron era. So, like, I got a lot of wisdom from Kobe and a lot of, experience from watching him play and learning how his technique and his fadeaway. Like my fadeaway, I ain't gonna say it looked just like Kobe's, but like father, like son. You feel me? And I was playing but my fadeaway, it definitely emulates Kobe.
Yeah.
As far as like its pureness,
Mm-hmm.
And most hoopers will know what I'm talking about when I say pureness. But it's just like when you get into that move and you get the groove, you get your footing right, you get your shot, your form right, there's no way you'll miss that. Bro.
Right, it just feels automatic, huh?
Literally. It's like, is there a move you have where like this is like 50 proof, like this is 100% you're going to make this.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you would miss this shot.
Yeah. You
could miss everything else, but this shot, this is like in the bag.
Yep.
And for me, it's fatal.
That's your go-to.
Yeah, that's like when I'm not feeling like too zesty on the court. Yeah, you gonna eat the fadeaway for sure. You can jump all you want to. It's bread and butter, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Country cry. You feel me?
Who would you say you play like in today's game? Cause I ain't gonna lie, for a big man, like you got some good footwork.
For real.
You got handles.
Scat. Y'all ain't ready. Come on now. Almost made the camera fall from the crossover. But I would say, I don't know. I feel like I've learned from a lot of players.
Yeah.
So I kind of like I feel like I'm a mixture of a few players, not just one.
Oh, okay.
Some people say like I play like Zach Randolph, Cap. Anyway,
I could kind of see it without the handles.
Without the handles.
Yeah.
I could say because Zach Randolph, obviously big man.
Yeah.
So like, I could see Zach Randolph, but I mean,
because he could shoot a little bit.
Entirely, my entire game, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that though. But I could see some resembles in it.
I would say like if we're going to like players that's still in the league now, if we're going to players that's still in the league now, I would say I play like Joker.
Okay.
He could shoot, he could dribble,
Yeah, he got a little handle.
dimes.
Yeah.
He got literal basketball IQ. Like I feel like I play like Joker.
He do.
But you know, obviously my shot is wetter.
Yeah.
He can't guard me.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I would say I play like the Joker. So, as if we talk about today's time.
Yeah. I can see that. For me, I always kind of like, everyone always kind of gave my comparison like a D Wade, because I had the handles and we both like shoot mid ranges and we both got like a little fadeaway, you know what I mean? So, but today's game though, that's kind of tough.
See, it is really kind of tough because
You know,
it's so
'cause
much
everybody,
new competition.
Yeah.
Got a lot of young dudes in the league.
Honestly, I'll probably say like a Kyrie.
Kyrie?
No, I just wanted to see
That's
Kyrie.
why I looked at you. I was like,
Yeah.
chill. Cut the cap.
No, I just play, but I don't know. Like, I don't really keep up with it that much to really. And plus, like today, my game today though, like I lost a lot of step into my game. Like I'm not as fast. My handles are slower. I shoot better, but I'm just a lot slower though. So it's kind of like hard to pick like who I play like right now. But back in the day though, it was more like Wade.
Wade?
Yeah, it's more like D Wade. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wade was nice for sure.
Yeah, he was. Top 3 shooting guards all time. We go. Don't do D Wade, man.
Top 3 though?
Jordan,
Of all
Kobe, Wade. Shooting guards all time. Who you got over Wade?
Curry.
He's a point guard.
Oh yeah, no way he is a point guard. Shooting guards, okay.
Right. Bro, I can't even think of one.
Of all time.
All time, yeah.
Alright, I'll let you have him.
I mean, unless you got someone in
I
mind.
can't think of nobody right now. Not that. No, because Nash was a point guard.
No. Nash ain't got ring. D-Wade got like 3.
So we including rings too.
Right. I mean, that's what we do, right? Or no? Or how do you do it?
I do it just overall, the stat line.
Yeah.
Like, stats versus the game. Like, in the game, who am I going to give the ball to? You know, kind of situation.
Okay.
I don't do it by rings because anybody could get a ring. You know what I'm saying? There's guards that rode the bench and stuff got a ring, you know, and probably shoot better than some of the people that's playing and starting.
Right.
So, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of.
But you don't think D-Wade would be like worthy of a top 3 shooting guard of all time?
Definitely top 5. Top 5, not top 3 though.
But who you got 2 that's over Wade though?
No, bro. I have to
That's-
research. I mean, like I said, I'll get
We can get back to it.
We-
I don't know. I just find it interesting how you wouldn't put D-Wade top 3. I mean, why would you?
Jordan, Kobe.
I said Jordan, Kobe, Wade.
Okay, that's fair. Definitely.
I mean, because Jordan got. Well, I mean, if we're just talking rings, he got 6, Kobe got 5, and Wade got 3. If we're talking rings, but
Yeah.
I would say like their stats are probably way like more polished than Wade's. Maybe I don't know. I haven't looked at the stat.
Wade to me was very quiet though. Like his game was very quiet to me. Like he had a lot of significant games. He'd been through a lot of adversity, but I feel like Wade himself like he could give you a quiet 30.
No.
I mean, but he was the face of Miami and stuff like that. So like,
Yeah.
it's different. I don't know, but I just don't see him in the same light as I would like Kobe and Jordan. You know?
Yeah.
But as far as stat line, okay, yeah, I give you that. Like top 3, I give you that. Considering I can't think of nobody else. If we're comparing stat lines to and rings, I don't see nobody else touching that right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody
I can't.
top of my head. So yeah, I give.
But yeah, we could bring it back though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time we see each other, maybe you might find two. It's hard. Yeah, you think he might
There's
be
so
top
many
5?
people, man, and it's like it's too many people in the league, bro.
No, it really is though. But yeah, let me go ahead and shift gears again.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I want to talk about fatherhood a little bit, man. Ooh.
Talk to me nicely.
Yo, so man, first of all, I just want to say your daughter's very adorable, man. What's her name?
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah.
That's a fire name too. That's a fire name. Who came up with the name? You or your lady? Or you actually together or no?
No.
No. Or who picked the name?
Negative.
Why you say it like that?
We ain't gonna speak on that.
Oh, my fault.
Respectfully.
My fault.
No, but her mom picked that out. We agreed on it, but it was her. She picked that name out. I do love the name Amelia, so it wasn't like a bad pick out.
No, that's I never knew her name, but that's a very beautiful name though.
I was gonna name her. It was gonna be Zira. Zira Elam Elise Jackson.
Ooh, I like that. Zira.
I
like that too.
It's different.
It's a little different, yeah.
Different.
But Amelia is different too, though. I feel.
Amelia is different too. You know, most white babies is named.
Really?
For real.
Amelia?
I know like probably 5 white girls that have that name.
Oh.
There's no other. I've never met
I don't
a
think I ever-
Hispanic Amelia, a black Amelia, Asian, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's mostly like I've known quite a few Caucasian people to have that name, which is not saying no diss to anybody that has it or nothing like that, but I love that name.
Yeah, I like that name too.
And I love my kiddo.
Oh yeah, so yeah, let me so fatherhood, man. How old is she? 2? 2. Now, let's go backwards for a sec. When you found out that you were having a baby, what were your emotions like?
Oh my God, dude! This is
why you do it? Why you do it?
Video on this. So I didn't know whether I was having a boy or a girl, but for some reason, I knew. Like after the last ultrasound we had, I knew it was gonna be a girl. But there's always that suspicion, like, is it really gonna be a girl?
Yeah.
After the last ultrasound, I was just like, oh man, like
You wanted a boy?
I really wanted a boy.
Yeah.
Every man wants a boy first, so you can teach them right. Mm-hmm. But it's like now that I have my daughter and I get to experience, being in her world. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like I love having a daughter first.
Yeah.
I love her being my first child, and I don't know. Like it's so beautiful to see how she thinks and see how she does things. It's like it is like she's her own person. You know what I mean? And it's just so interesting to be a father. Like I don't see how some people will find that distasteful or anything like that, or not be there for the kid. I love being there for my daughter.
Yeah. I
don't hang out with my friends. I hang out with my kid.
Yeah.
Like you being this is like obviously the first time I've been on the show and been around you in a while since our last hoop session, but since then I haven't hung out with nobody like that.
Oh really?
Unless I go hoop or I just go home. I work. I eat, sleep, maybe hoop, hang out with a friend or two, and repeat the process.
Yeah.
Or obviously spend time with my daughter. That's,
yeah.
Whatever. That's a given. But if I'm not with my kid and I'm not at home, I might be with a friend.
Yeah.
But that's a rare occasion. Like when you have a kid, you can say like you don't feel eager to hang out with your friends anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, at least that's just me. Like, I don't feel eager to kick it with nobody.
Yeah.
I love being around my daughter. I love being the person she looks up to for comfort.
Yeah.
The person that she's expecting to protect her. I love that. Yeah. So I take pride in being a father. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So.
Would you say like having your daughter did it change you? in any
Oh
way?
yes, 100%. Being in your child's life will change you. Will change you. You know.
What are some? Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, what you.
Oh, well, what are some things that like changed you after having your daughter?
I'll give you 3 fast things. So, I became less eager to spend time with people versus, you know, in my single days, you know, single meaning no child. I became less eager to hang out in general, like go out and do stuff, even for myself. I just became less eager to do that. No, and not everybody's like that. Not everybody's like me who, you know, could do that. But I'm at a place in my life where I'm so comfortable with just being by myself that it didn't matter to me going to hang out with everybody else. It didn't matter to me like cutting everything off just to be with my kid. That didn't matter to me because, you know, I wanted to be around her, you know what I'm saying, and love her and have a connection with her. So, another thing is, I would say me having my daughter has made me more emotional.
Yeah.
More emotional. Yeah. In a good way. Like,
yeah.
I'm able to understand how to talk to her, but it's not just her, but it's everybody. I approach it, or let me put it like this: I'm able to approach situations differently because I have my daughter. Now, I say this because, like, you know, if you think about, because you also have a girl, right?
Yeah, I have a daughter too. Yeah.
Beautiful, by the way. She's gorgeous.
Thank you.
So you can also say, like, before you had your kid, like, you'd be quick to just, you know, pop off. Not like in a mad way all the time, but just like you'd be quick to respond to things.
Yeah.
But now having a kid, you kind of take that second step and be like, you take that step back instead of going forward. You take a step back and you go like, should I really do this? Should I really buy that? Should I really?
Yeah.
It makes you second guess everything for the betterment of your kid.
Yep.
Not for you, not for your spouse or whoever you're with. It makes you take a step back and just be like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should do that.
I've been there. Yep.
You start to rehearse different things in your mind before you go out and do this stuff. Before you get involved with anything, you like, wait, hold on. Is this going to take away from my kid? And that's what I love about my fatherhood, is that it's not about me. It's about her. Yeah. It's about making her life better, making, you know, everything in her life thrive, making sure she's doing good, she's happy. You know, I take joy in that. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much joy being a parent. And you know, a lot of people,
man. There is.
You know, a lot of people, bro. A lot of people just, to me, is all with the antics. You know, I got 3 kids and I'm raising them by myself, and I'm blah, blah, okay. What, you want a cookie? Like, yeah, you gotta raise your kids by yourself. Okay. Nobody's like mad at you because you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dissing nobody that gotta raise 3 kids by yourself. Hey, you are a trooper. You do your thing. You keep hustling.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. It's
tough, but it's not gonna always be hard, though. You know what I'm saying? One day it'll get better. But again, I want to put out there, like, don't diss people. You know, don't diss people who are in good relationships, good atmospheres, and got kids and stuff like that because you're not in one. I've seen that a lot. Like, there'll be a lot of male and female, not just females, male and female. They'll diss other people for being in kind of rather healthy relationships, but they're experiencing some turbulence.
Oh man, we in the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I'm playing.
They're experiencing some turbulence in their relationship, so it's like, you know, they come to that one person who's, you know, basically on the island. They ain't got nobody helping them raise their kids. You know, they just, you know, doing it by themselves. So they become bitter or hardened of heart. And I feel like that hinders that person too from accepting what could be beneficial to them in their life too. And sometimes kids make that hard too, Because, like, they'll ask you tough... Kids ain't... I'm telling you. Kids will ask you some of the hardest questions.
Yeah.
Like, I have a friend, her son asked her, like, so Mom, why aren't you and Daddy together? That's a tough question to answer. Because you don't want to downplay the other parent to make that kid lose the connection with you.
Right.
But you also don't want to rehash or bring up anything of the past.
Yeah.
You just want to keep moving forward. But these kids got questions. So, like, let me ask you this. Do you think it's right for people to lie to their kids when it comes to difficult questions like that? Such as, like matters of the past, with their parent, the other parent.
I mean, if it's gonna come down to a point where you feel like you have to bash the other partner, I don't think you should, because then you're kind of like telling that kid, and you're kind of gonna like flash a light on that partner, like, no or not, he's gonna think the same way, or she or he gonna think the same way of that partner. So if it's like I said, if you're gonna shine a light of like trying to bash the other person, then I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't think that would be healthy for the child, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've
seen a lot of parent. I mean, like, I've been a witness. Parents like bashing other parents, and I would tell my friends, like, one of my homegirls, I was like, why do you do that? And she's like, well, you know how he treated me. I said, but they don't know.
Yeah, they don't gotta know.
They don't need to know that. They have a love for him that should exist in a peaceful fashion. You are disrupting that because of beef that you have with him, and that's going to affect your relationship later down the line when the kids start to realize and remember the times where you made those comments and snarls against that person. They're going to remember that and be like, nah, that wasn't smooth. Like, you basically just dogged him out. And he could be a changed man on the inside or a changed woman on the inside. You don't know. You're not with them every day, so you don't know what that person has been through to get where they are now.
Right.
So, like, that's why I don't judge. Like, yeah, you and I may have had a past, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to be better, and I'm trying to be better for my kid. Not only for my kid, more importantly, me. Number one, I have to respect myself and love myself enough to pull me out of that rut of thinking like I'm not better or I'm not good enough. I am good enough. I am worthy of love. We all are worthy of love. We just have to find the right person to fit that frequency of love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, everybody operates at a different, I think, at a different frequency of love. Like, the way you love somebody may not be the same way I would love somebody.
Right.
So it's like, I could be open to the way you love and see if it works for me, but it may not work for me.
Yeah.
I may not know how to do it in the fashion that you do. But that to me is what makes us unique. Everybody makes everyone unique in their own way. Because, like, you'll have people that can make it mesh, and then you have people that can't make it mesh, but they'll mesh with someone else. Yeah. And I just think that's so beautiful. Because, like, touching back when it comes to the kid, you have to create that loving atmosphere. So I don't argue with the mother of my child. I don't talk about the mother of my child when I'm with my kid, like, in a negative fashion. Yeah. And I always tell my daughter when she goes with her mom, I say, hey, be good for mommy and give her love and kisses. I always want to pour that seed of love in my child so that she knows that it's not me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not, if there's something negative in the atmosphere, it's not because I placed it there. Yeah. I always told her to act in love. And I do it in the presence of the mother of my child too. Every single time when I pick her up or she drops her off, when I give her back to her mom, I'll tell her, like, look, hey, you be good for mommy, and listen to her. If she asks you to do something, you do it. I'm not teaching her things that's going against her as a parent. Right. She has to respect her mom. Yeah. And that's what I want her to do. I want her to show respect to essentially her leaders. We're her leaders, her elders. So I want her to establish good habits of respecting people that are older than her. She ain't gotta, do everything somebody tells her just because they told her, but it's use wisdom. You know what I mean?
Right.
When it comes to your parents, use wisdom. And that's what I'm trying to teach her and instill in her. And because that's what I learned, and it's worked for me. I love my parents. I have a deep reverence for my parents because it wasn't control.
Yeah.
They asked me to do something, and because I love them, I will respect what they say. I'll respect and do what they say. But that all comes at wisdom. Sometimes some parents, I've seen that they can manipulate their kids, and they'll do it between each other, and that's wrong. The kids shouldn't have to experience that. You know what I mean? So it's like I make sure that I monitor that, as a man and as a father. I monitor how I approach situations, and I monitor how I say things and respond to things. No matter if it makes me mad or not. The one thing people forget is that you control your response to situations.
Yeah, facts.
I could say, I don't like your shoes. You had to process what I said in your mind and make that confirmation that I don't like your shoes, and that made you upset. Mm-hmm. You tell me that you're upset by what I said, but you made the choice to be upset.
Yeah.
What I said was just words. Words have power, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They shape the destiny of people. Mm-hmm. But that also comes at, on the flip side of that, it also comes at you making a choice to accept what I said to be truth. Mm-hmm. A form of truth to you. You could say like, oh, I don't like the way you talk to my sister. I don't like the way your dynamic is with so and so. I would have to think about what you said. If I respect you and love you, I think about what you said and I'm like, dang, he really don't like the way I talk to her. How am I talking to her? Like, I have to process what you're saying. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people just react.
Yeah, just quick
to jump the gun, but they're not responding. Yeah. Reaction and responding are two totally different things. Reaction is like right away.
Yeah, spur of the moment, yeah.
You already made the choice in your mind that you're mad at what I said, so you already got something to say about it.
Yep.
Responding is, okay, I'm going to sit back and listen to what you said. Why do you feel that way? Mm-hmm. Now you're trying to come to a solution.
Yep.
So,
my man, you be speaking my language, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But you really don't like my shoes, though?
Bro.
You really don't like my
shoes? Bro.
Oh, what?
Saucy.
All right, bet. All right,
I got Vans though. I'm a big dog. You know what I'm saying? I got big feet. I can't wear Vans. You know what I'm saying? Vans is not for big people, bro. No, I'm just playing.
You can't wear Vans?
Nah, bro. Like, they really hurt my feet. Oh, no cap.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Corns. Come on now.
Hey, I gotta ask though. When your baby was born, were you in the delivery room?
Yes.
Was that experience like wild? Like you ain't gotta give like explicit like details.
Okay, but, so like this, cause I know y'all wanna know. Ooh, y'all terrible. Anyway, so the baby was coming out, all the nurses and the doctor was in there, they got her legs hoisted up, they got the lube and everything, for the smooth part. Those who have a baby, they understand what I'm talking about. It was my first time, like, being in this atmosphere. Normally, when you see this on TV, you don't think this is, like, real life, how it goes. But, nigga, it's exactly that. Everything you see on TV, that is exactly how it happens. So, I'm standing there on the side of the bed. I'm holding her head. And
oh, you got the head?
Yeah, not my baby, but my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was holding her head, right? Yeah. And I had to keep it hoisted up.
Oh, okay.
Because she couldn't, I guess for some reason she couldn't lean back too far.
Oh, okay.
But, it's putting pressure when you push your head down. It's putting pressure on the diaphragm to push the baby out.
Yeah, the only reason why I asked is I had a leg.
Word?
Yeah.
Man, they did you dirty.
They did you dirty.
They did you dirty. Hey, man, just hold the leg, bro. So I held her head, and I had one of her legs in the air, right? So the first thing I seen when my daughter pops out, is my daughter came out with all the. I'm sorry. My daughter came out with all the hair she has on her head, every last drop of it. All I saw was a flap of hair just pop out, and I was just like, "Yo." I was like, "What? What is this?" So then I'm holding her head, and then I'm looking like this at the same time. And I dropped the mother of my child's head back on the pillow as she was pushing, bro, because I was like so mesmerized, and also like it's kind of gross too at the same time.
Yeah.
Just to watch how like my daughter, she literally in a. It's like she pooped my daughter out of her vag. Like it was weird, not to be super immature about it, but that's relatively kind of what it looks like. My daughter's head just popped out like. I was just like, yo. I was like, yo, this is exactly how it happens on TV. And I'm like, man, I thought it was something completely different. It wasn't. Nowhere near what I thought it was on TV, but it is exactly how it happens.
Yeah.
Just less, graphic. But like she pops out, and I was just like, I was sitting there stunned, but I'm supposed to be holding the mother of my child's head.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at me, and I'm just like, I'm stuck. Like I see my daughter's. It was just her head, like the neck or nothing. It was just like this, sitting outside, and I was just like. Yo, is this real? And then the doctor looks at me. He's like, yes, it's real, bro. It's real, bro. Can you actually hold her head? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I had to lock back in.
Yeah.
But fellas, one thing I want to tell you, do not, under no circumstances, even though you're going to do it anyway, do not, under no circumstances, watch the afterbirth. It is literally disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, am I lying?
No, you're not.
It's
you're
pretty
not.
disgusting.
Like, I didn't look, but like I'm curious. I take a glance, but I'm like, oh, I wish I would have never saw that. You know what I mean?
I can't even. It's burned into my mind. Like,
yeah. It's not a pleasant.
That's not, the birth part is beautiful.
Yeah.
But the afterbirth, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty gross.
Did you cut the cord?
Yeah, I cut the umbilical cord. That was nice. I felt all presidential with it. I was just like, scissors, please.
Yo.
Click.
That's funny, man.
The cool thing was that it was COVID restrictions, so we had the birth in the room that we were assigned to.
Yeah.
Which I thought was nice, because normally, like before COVID, they would take you to a labor and delivery room. So they will take you out of the room you were in and put you in a different room for that procedure.
Oh, okay.
For the birth procedure. Oh. And then bring you back to that room I think it's called the triage, maybe. I could be wrong. But just back to the original room you were in.
Yeah.
So we had our daughter in the same room we were checked in at, and so I thought that was, pretty nice. It was obviously cleaner, instead of going in and out of the room with those type of restrictions. And back then, like, COVID was fresh on the block, like catching bodies fresh. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. COVID was fresh on the block. So, like, we couldn't really leave. I literally had to ask permission to leave to get food. Like, it was that serious.
Yeah, it was kind of like the same way for us too.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
So definitely a beautiful experience. I think every man deserves to have that opportunity to see a child born. It's definitely beautiful, but definitely don't watch the afterbirth, bro.
Yeah. Just skip that part. Skip that part.
Skip that part, bro. You can go your whole life without seeing that, for sure.
Yeah. There's a couple more things I want to ask you before we wrap up. Not like that though, but
pause.
Pause. My fault. I didn't even know. My fault. That's on me. I should have thought that one through. My bad. So
respectfully.
Damn, man, I did this last time. It's like whenever I had something, like, bro, I swear I memorized it, and then I had a feeling I was gonna do it again, but
Acapella.
Huh?
Acapella.
Yeah, I'm about to
Straight
go.
off the dome.
I'm about to go straight. I have to at this point.
Straight off the dome.
You know what I'm saying? You know, bear with me though. Bear with me, my brother.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me get one more. My fault.
For sure.
But I actually have something for you. Because since you're a good dude and you've always been a good dude to me, and you gifted me and my lady a gift for my child. You know, and I know I missed your daughter's birthday, so you know I went out of my way and I got your daughter a little something. So
Word.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Go ahead, let me go ahead and get one.
Appreciate you, my
That's for
G.
you and your that's for your daughter right there,
Appreciate you, my G. She definitely gonna love that.
bro. Feel that? That's soft. That's super soft, bro.
Word.
That's soft, huh?
Yo, she might not get this, G.
Yeah.
She might not get this. I'm telling you right now, might not make it back to the crib.
But yeah, and I also got some not Play-Doh, but it's like there's like a name for
Kinetic
it,
sand.
something like that. Because I know she's 2. Because my original plan was to. So she's 2, so I don't know what like 2-year-olds like. Cause my daughter's not 2.
It's kind of difficult to buy toys for kids at that age.
You know what I mean?
Like 3.
Yeah, because I was gonna get her like Legos, because I did see her play with Legos at church.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I didn't know which one to get because there's a variety.
Right.
And then there was a puzzle, but I'm like, what kid's gonna play with a puzzle or?
Right. Come on.
So then I was like, well, like a Play-Doh or like a quicksand or whatever.
Right.
I can see her playing with that, so maybe she might enjoy that. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, let me know. But yeah,
Appreciate you, my
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that's all I had. There was that one thing, but I just can't think of it right now. You got anything? Anything you want to unfold? You want to undress? I mean, not like that, but.
Oh,
Dog, that's my bad, bro. I gotta work.
Oh.
I gotta work on that, bro.
bro.
I gotta. That's my bad,
Like
bro.
over here talking spicy for what?
Yo,
Come on.
my fault.
I say, bro, talk to me nicely, not spicy. Come on, man. That's crazy.
I remember now. What's your biggest fear?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
See, I knew it was gonna come back to me.
Give me a top. Give me like a. Are you saying in general, or are you saying like? Because I mean, we all. Nah, he asking me that question. I can't generalize it. My biggest fear. I would say my biggest fear is not feeling adequate for anything.
Like not being emotional.
No, not being enough. You know,
Like for yourself or for like your spouse or in general? Oh, okay.
In life, like as much as you know, not trying to go this route, but kind of let me dip into it. But like we as men, we have a lot of pressure. You know, there's a lot of pressure to succeed, a lot of weight on our shoulders, you know, to be something for not only you, but for everyone else in your family, in your life. You know, there's a lot of expectation that comes with being a man. So like,
There is.
It's almost like there's no room for errors.
Yeah.
And so that leaves you with the thought of thinking like dang, I can't make one mistake. You know, I've seen people make a lot of mistakes. I've seen, you know, a lot of women, you make a lot of mistakes and they're forgiven like that, you know, swept under the rug. But it seems like men, you know, and not to compare men and women, but it is a vast difference, you know.
Yeah.
As far as the expectation to succeed on a man versus a woman. So I would say for me, it's like not feeling like I'm good, like what I'm doing now is good enough. That's like my biggest fear. Like if somebody I care about or something I care about is not rewarding me in the fashion that I deserve to be rewarded. And let's say like I fail at something, like that will make me feel like I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
Or that what I did wasn't good enough. And that's just like me self-criticizing myself. Sorry, I said the same thing. That's me self-criticizing, you know, and not just letting life be life, you know.
Yeah. Life
is about the ups and downs. It's literally highs and lows. You got your high valleys and you got your low valleys. And so, like, I guess it's the big picture is that you're always adequate. You're always enough. Mm-hmm. Every man, every woman, you're enough. It's just there's moments where that matters. Plain and simple. There's moments where that matter. So I would say that's like my biggest fear is that I'm not living up to my potential. Mm-hmm. For real.
That's a good one.
So, what about you? What's your biggest fear?
Don't lie, bro. My biggest fear is the ocean.
The ocean is deep. It's deep, man. Yeah. Is it the ocean or is it water?
The ocean.
Being submerged in water.
Like the ocean, because you know, I know I would never like really be face to face with a shark, but when I was younger, I used to have dreams of getting eaten by a shark or whatever. So like, cause I used to watch like a lot of shark movies. Okay. My uncle put me on, and so I just always was scared of sharks.
Shout out to Aunt.
Yeah, and then just the ocean in period, like the ocean, like it's crazy because NASA only discovered like 5%. Like why only 5%?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like there's a lot more to the ocean than what we know. Yeah. Today, you know what I mean?
They're finding a lot of new creatures that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously they have to kill it in order to study its autonomy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, and another thing that fascinates me too is like we're trying to like put in work to go up to Mars when we don't even know our own planet. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in our oceans that we don't know. So. Yeah. And then like another thing too, what's it called? Like a tsunami or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'll be scared of one of those. I mean, I can swim. I mean, I'm like damn near like Michael Phelps.
You ain't making out of that, bro.
I'm not,
bro. If I got it's like what is it like?
If I got a
feet in the air, 200 feet in the air.
Yeah, there's no chance.
No, bro.
Not even Michael Phelps.
No, bro. Michael. Mike gone, bro. Gone.
Bro, Michael is getting out of there, bro.
No, he's not.
He get out of there.
No, bro.
Bro, if you got an oxygen tank, you're not gonna make that?
No, bro. Do you understand a tsunami? If a tsunami hit we're seeing right now, bro, it's taking houses. So you gotta think what's in a tsunami that could kill you, bro.
Right, I'm saying like
see it because the water's black.
Right.
The water is brown.
But I'm saying like. All right, so like check me, like let's say it just hits right now, right? Right. I grab this right here and I'll float with this thing, this tube right here. I'm floating. I'm Gucci.
It depends though. Are you? You have to go with the wave. Right?
Yeah. I'm going with the wave on that.
But that wave is coming at 100 miles an hour, bro. So by the time you put that on your back, you already swept. Gone.
I'm out of there.
Off the ground, G. Off the ground, bro.
Come on, man. Don't say that, bro.
You pick it up and you turn around like this, the water already touching your ankles, bro. Over with.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's one of my biggest fears. Bro.
It's over with, bro. Like
I think Michael can get out of there, though.
Nah, bro. Michael. He said... I don't care what Mike say, man. I'm the best swimmer in the world. No, nigga, you're gone. You're gone. Hey, bro. Tsunamis are undefeated, man. Undefeated, bro.
Mike, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, Mike, bro.
R.I.P. to Mike. And me.
We'll write you a beautiful eulogy, man. But, you know, if somebody's still around, we'll make sure you get accommodated. But, yeah, you gone, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, man, the ocean is probably like my biggest fear. And another thing too, like anything like, if anything were to happen to my daughter too, like, yeah, I don't know why, it's just like,
same.
Like, dude, like, let's say like let's say we're at like Six Flags, and like I look away for a glance, and then I look my daughter, like someone snatched my daughter or something, bro. Like, you know how
That'll turn into a murder scene quick.
Bro, you feel me? Like that shit scares me, bro.
I feel like, let me ask you this. So do you feel like if you had a boy, you would it probably would be the same thing. Do you feel like the dynamic between a man having a boy and a girl changes the way he feels? Like it's towards the kid? You know what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. I feel, well, obviously I don't have a boy, but I would think I'd probably be a little more, because I feel like for a daughter, you got to be a little soft for a daughter, but I think for a boy, I don't think you can be soft.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't mean like be hard on them, but like honestly, like discipline them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mold them into a man. You get what I mean? So I think it'd be different in that sense.
Do you feel like because let's say you had a boy, do you feel like you subconsciously, because you know the world, you've been around, been on this planet for X amount of years, do you feel like you subconsciously train him like how you were trained on matters of the world, like on how to be a man in this world? Do you feel like if you were to have a boy, would you change the way you parent because of the world, how the world works and stuff like that?
I think I would still like train them, like teach them like the same morals I have, but I would definitely prepare them for like what the world is gonna bring. You know, whatever like the world will be at that time. You know, but as far as like same morals, the same respect, you know, stuff like that would still be the same. But preparing for the world, whatever the world brings us at that time, I'll train them for that. You know, so it might be a little different. Like my parenting style might be a little different then. You know what I mean?
It's situational.
Yeah. It just depends.
It's like a situational thing. You like, you know, take every situation as it comes. But like, no, I get what you mean. I always ask those questions because I'm like, it really is a situation based kind of, like parenting. It's in itself is situation based to me. Like, you know, the way you approach certain things. I'm very straightforward. You've known me to be straightforward, so like I'm not gonna withhold nothing from my kid. You know, if my daughter asks me, she deserves my honesty. I'm gonna be honest with her. Like, hey, this is what's going on. But I don't feel like, you know, withholding that truth from your kid is gonna make them a better person. It's actually gonna bring a lot of confusion. Yeah. And they're still gonna have questions. And if you want them to just be done with the situation, you can't yell at them and be like, we're not talking about this. No, they're looking to understand. Yeah. And they have to understand it from your perspective. That's why they asked you. So I kind of make sure I'm mindful of that with my daughter. And I mean, she's 2, but she can still talk, you know what I mean?
Oh, she's saying words and stuff?
Yeah, she can almost say a full sentence. She's only 2, but she's really smart. So, like, I know she's going to have the gift of gab to, you know, talk and want to have questions and ask me questions. I have to be prepared.
She's definitely getting that from you.
Bro, for real. Sir talks a lot. But she's going to have questions, man. And I, as a father, or really as a man, I have to decide how I'm going to best prepare her for the potential breakups, the potential upsets she could have. Yeah. You know, I can't make the decisions for her. Yeah. And I have a buddy who has a daughter, she's like 14, and he's like, it gets harder because they start to develop their own personality and really be that person. And when you try to guide them, it can get difficult, but you know, it's not every parent goes through that, you know what I mean? But he was just saying, like, I think I got what he was saying, like, in a nutshell, talking to them becomes harder. Trying to get through to them becomes a little difficult. You know, girls, they have their own way of thinking, man. Like, that's like a maze, bro. For real. Yeah. I asked one of my homegirls, I'm like, describe the female logic to me. She's like, I can't. Flat out told me. She was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a whole female. You can't describe simple female logic to me. Or feminine logic to me. She was like, no. She was like, there's so many things that are tied into one thing. And that one thing is tied into 7 other things. And it's like, you feel all of that from point A to point B. And I'm like, why do women do this to themselves? It's like they go through these processes of thinking about the emotions of other people and thinking about it. We as men, we breathe logic, right?
Yeah.
Everything is, you do this, that happens. Plain and simple.
Agree.
Nothing about it is emotional. And that's why a lot of the stuff around that we see is mostly built by a man.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, it's hard for us to tap into the emotional too, because, you know, you have to have that person that really understands. And I think it's really interesting when you find somebody that is willing to hear you, how far you can go in a relationship, how far you can excel when you have that person that's just there to listen. And I feel like it should be mutual. We listen, they listen, we work together, we build. Very simple.
Yeah.
You know, the emotions get involved. You know, it's important to have an emotional side as a man, fellas. It's important to have an emotional side. But it's also important to communicate how you feel. Holding it back is not going to grow you. It's not going to make the situation better. And it's not going to make you feel better. Ask me how I know. I just went through it. But I end up meeting somebody that made me comfortable with myself to the point to where opening up seemed more like a necessity to me versus before I just push it to the side. You know, and taking it back to the kids see that. My daughter needs to see that she can have a man that can open up to her, but she has to be willing to listen and to hear what that man has to say, to grow and to develop and to be a better person.
Yeah.
And she has to understand her role as that partner. That partner is supposed to, that's your support. You know, you both are a crutch for each other. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. You lean on each other. But what does a crutch do? That crutch supports the weight and holds that weight and keeps you standing straight up.
Yeah.
Or, you know, keeps you up and keeps you from falling. And we're supposed to lean on each other, you know, and love each other and stuff like that. So I just feel like that stuff is important, and it is scary too, you know, especially with the fear of like not feeling adequate or not feeling enough. That self-criticism is really strong, bro. It's really strong.
Yeah. And
you never know how far you could have been if you're constantly thinking like that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Facts. Man, you were speaking in facts today, my boy.
I'm gonna have to come on and show a few more tags.
Nah, for real, man. I'm gonna need you to come back, man, because there were some things I want to ask, but I think we're coming close on time. But yeah, I think that was a good way to end it right there, man.
For sure.
Man, but there is one thing. Oh yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I want to start. Out of everyone that I bring on the pod, I want to take like a picture and put it on the outline. So like, you know, for memories or whatever.
Okay.
So before I let you go, man, I'm gonna have to, you know, take a pic, you know, with drip. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
But another thing too, I want to ask one more thing is who do you think I should bring on next? Like someone like you and I know.
I feel like.
Who do you think would be a good conversation?
Rudy.
Hey, you know what? Miguel said the same thing.
Bring on Rudy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
He gonna have his own. Rudy.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, man. I like
funny
Rudy.
dude, man.
Yeah.
But he a hard worker, man. I really got mad respect for my boy, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like Rudy would be exceptional.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna have to.
Exceptional.
Hey, Rudy, man, I'm gonna have to get you on, man. But
The barber, man.
yes, sir.
Give you a fade. Hope dealer. You dig?
All right, man, that's it, man. Roses are blue. Peace.